Hello, all you beautiful people. How you guys doing today? It is time. Imaginary Theater has reset, and more importantly, we got the brand new rewards. If you get 9 out of 10 stars in Theater, you will be awarded with a Sanctifying Elixir, one of the most powerful items in the game. And with this, that means Theater is officially more important to grind for than Abyss. You guys had to get 9 stars in Theater very easily. It all starts with the bosses here. You have to be prepared for all the bosses. Starting with the Terrace Room, you just need good damage for this. Pyro can help, and also Electro can help a lot. If you use enough Electro on it, will get knocked down, so maybe save an Electro for that. The Vishap, you need to save Cryo or Dendro. It will have a water shield, and so you either use Cryo or Dendro to get rid of that, and it will drain your energy during that too. Very annoying. For the Matrix, you just need Dendro and Electro, or optionally just Electro. Bare minimum Electro, but Dendro and Electro would be great. And then the final fight, the new Secret Source Automaton Overseer device, you will need Cryo, and specifically a certain Cryo buff that I will teach you about when we do the run. So to bring it back again one more time, Jadeplume, just need good damage. Vishap, you need Dendro or Cryo. The Matrix, you need Dendro Electro, bare minimum Electro. And then finally, the Overseer device, we need Cryo. The character selection, best advice here, try to get an even amount of all the elements if you can. I kind of have an overabundance of Electro just because that's how I like my account to be. And another big tip, change your Traveler to Dendro Traveler. A lot of people have their Traveler on Pyro Traveler right now and forgot they can switch to Dendro. Switch to Dendro. Also, when you invite one of your friends, highly recommend taking somebody who has a DPS of what you don't have. So I don't have any Cryo DPSs, so I picked up a Cryo DPS thanks to Ember over here. Picked up a Risley because I don't have any Cryo DPS characters. Plenty of Electro, have some Dendro, but no Cryo, so I picked up a Cryo. Alright, let us go. So for people who haven't watched my guides before, we always try to pick up a level 2 version of a buff as soon as possible because every level 2 has a unique effect. Also, there is a brand new reaction here called the Rhyme Grass Blessing. Cryo plus Dendro, never ever seen before. This is the strongest buff you can ever get in Theater. It's so good, especially this version that also adds Electro into it. Hopefully we can pick it up so I can show it off to you guys, but for right now it seems we're going to start with Superconduct, so that's fine. So we can pick up Superconduct. Don't have anything but free character here. Okay, yeah, I think we'll pick up the Risley to get that early damage. Oh, free cash here. Very nice. Let's pick up the 2 rerolls. Another Electro character here. Can we get one more buff at the end? I'm gonna pick up Kuching just because my Kuching's not good. Remember, use your bad characters early and save your good characters for later. Alright, Superconduct level 2, we'll take that. Okay, this is for the physical, so you can see the branches here, right? This is kind of the physical branch, focus on the physical, and you also have some Dendro too. But yeah, very, very physical focus. So if you have good physical characters, go down this branch. But the second branch, I just think is a lot better. You have the Cryo buffs, you have the, Electro buffs. So we'll pick the right side buff. We're going down the right side for Superconduct. All right, now when it comes to the first choice for enemies, either of the Ruin Guards would be perfectly fine to attack. Less enemies, the better. Less enemies, the better. All right, so I always like to fight the first fight with only trial characters just because that reflects what all of us will have, right? So we're going to be bringing in Cyno here. Cyno's kind of like your quote-unquote good damage character for now. Cole's here because he can help Cyno. Fischl is a good character to rely on if you're really struggling in these early fights. I'm going to try to not take Fischl. Mika, we're just kind of using up. Mika's kind of useless to us. We don't really have any physical characters. And let's see if we can use up Chi-Chi as well. This is kind of my lineup I'm going to use for the early fights. If I feel like I'm struggling, I will put Fischl in there. Fischl's kind of like the crutch, right? To me, I see Fischl as kind of the crutch. And again, we do have to get stars here. Stars are very important now. 9 stars, and especially in these early stages where stars are super easy, you really got to optimize as much as possible. You can reset as much as you want, guys. That's the most important thing, is that you can reset as much as you want. So if you get a bad run, if you get some bad characters, just reset so we can just retry this. Alright, looking pretty good, looking pretty good. You know, again, restarting to get the enemies that you want can be very, very useful. Definitely utilize that, especially in the early stages. Alright, we're doing pretty good here. I don't know how to play Cyno, I'll be honest with you. I'm just kind of button mashing right now, but sometimes, you know, sometimes that's how you play it. Always hit the thing on the eyeball. 35 seconds on the clock. We're doing pretty good here. We don't need Fischl. You can save Fischl for some of the other fights. Saving Fischl for the Terror Shroom is definitely a very, very good strategy. Alright, we almost got this guy down. Get some physical going on here. Get the effect with the Electro. Boom! Take him down. Thank you, Sino. Done and dusted here. Let's see what we're going to pick up. Getting good variety we want to have. Ooh, Farina early pickup is fantastic. I think we are going to indeed take that. Farina early pickup is really good. Okay. Don't want level 3 version of a buff. Remember, we're aiming for level 2s. Level 2s. Always get level 2s early. Don't have any level 2s. I think we'll pick up a character. Let's pick up a character. Clarand is really good because she's a good DPS character. Auroron, also fantastic character. Both these choices will be good. I'm going to pick up one more DPS character. That way we have 3 we can bounce between. Okay, Act 2 enemy choice. What's the enemy choice here? Honestly, Nuclei, not too bad because there's only 2 of them. Do not take this fight. Do not take this fight with the mini matrixes and the Eremites. It's too much of a hassle. This fight's not too bad either with the mechs. The mechs are pretty good too. Any of these 3 fights would be good. We're going to be taking the Nuclei, I think. Let's fight the Nuclei. So for this fight, I'm actually going to not use my Sino because I want to save Sino for the actual boss here. Just to show you guys, you can use your trial characters for the boss only. You know, kind of, again, we got to set the stage, right? We got to set the stage. So instead, I think we're going to use Kuching. Maybe I'm going to use Kole because we're going to maybe use Nahida for the boss. Use up Mika. And then might need Farina. Okay, might need Farina, but maybe I could have done it with Fischl, but we'll just use Farina just to get it over with. All right, done and done. Pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Mika's gone, Kale's gone. Ooh, another damage character with Varasa. We also have Chi-Chi here with some cryo. We already have a lot of damage characters. We're actually gonna pick up Diona here, just because we already have Clarand. Okay, here we go. Catalyze reaction. Still waiting for that cryo and dendro mix, just so I can really show you guys what that combination does. But we don't have it, so we just take what we can get. There we go. Yeah, still don't have it. I don't know why. Whatever. Heading into the first boss fight. Let's go. First boss fight here. We're gonna be taking Sino, just to show you guys that Sino can do it. Nahida, Fischl. And let's finish it off with, I guess, a Chi-Chi, just because I'm forcing myself to use trial characters. But obviously, you would put any character in here. All right, let's go. All right. Nahida with the mark. Put the temple out. Fischl go. Sino burst. And a quick slash. Wait for the eyeball to come back in time. This guy's going to start rampaging. Ooh, this is the easy rampage. He has 2 different versions of his rampage. One where he just does that. You can just kind of stay around him. Another one where he starts running around the battlefield. If he starts running around the battlefield, that's really annoying. Okay, boom. Get the fish back. Nahida. Going again. Boom. Not even using Chi-Chi. Although I probably should be using Chi-Chi because I have the Electro plus Cryo mix. Boom, boom. Doing pretty good. 30 seconds on the clock left. Very nice, very nice. Boom. Back to Fischl. This time we'll use Chi-Chi. Boom. Put the thing back up. Alright, come on, Sino. Very nice, very nice. Sino's taking this home. Good RNG. I missed my timing. It's okay. No problem, no problem. Good timing there. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, buzzer beater. Buzzer beater, buzzer beater. I wasn't even playing that correctly because I forgot to use the Chi-Chi skill to activate the buff. But there we go. Just so you guys know, you can beat it with trial characters. All right, we just used up Sino, so let's pick up the Varasa here. Okay, we still do not have the Cryo plus Dendro mix. Okay, so let's focus on this fight. This fight is all about defending the tower, Act 4. So best as possible, always try to find an enemy that's a singular type enemy. Group enemies can be a little bit difficult, especially if you don't have those AoE abilities. So the dinosaurs, they're kind of in the middle. I would say they're a middle fight. Same thing with the Nobushi, although the Nobushi have long range, so it might be annoying. So we're going to do a roll reset and see what we can reset into, and maybe we can get that buff too. Perfect. This is exactly the type of what fight you want. This fight is just against a singular enemy, Sacred Source Automaton. The single enemy are always the best because you can just isolate them. And we still haven't found the Cryo Dendro buff. Okay, we're just going to skip it for now, keep our points. Let's fight this guy. So the best part about fighting a fight like this is that you can kind of use up your more useless characters. And so we're going to finish up Kuching here. I didn't pick up too many characters, so actually a lot of the characters that I have are actually quite good. So I don't want to use too many. Diona, let's use her. Clarand, and yeah, all these characters are fantastic. I actually don't want to use too many of them. I should have maybe picked up a couple more characters, but yeah, I guess we'll just use official here. And the key here, since there's only one of these guys, you could just kind of bully him and focus on him. And if you focus on him, then he's never going to attack the tower. Easy peasy. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We're out of there. 100% HP. Tower did not even get touched. I was just attacking it the whole time. Fantastic stuff. Okay, let's pick up, I think we'll just use up Dia just to get her. Oh no, honestly, Shinobu was probably the better idea. Okay, still no Cryodendro. Alright, let's pick up the mystery cache for 40. Let's see if we can help us out here. Ooh, 15 more flowers for completing. Yes, I think we are definitely gonna take that. A lot more, stuff down. Okay, Act 5, just kind of a just generic fight. Take whatever fight would be best for you. Never recommend fighting the Rift Hounds. These Hydro guys, if you're good with like Cryo, Electro especially, I think it's not too bad. These guys aren't too bad either. I think any of these fights will be fine. I kind of want to reroll just to pick up more characters. We're kind of low on characters and I don't want to use the 100. Let's just take a reroll. And then it just gives us the same thing anyway. Okay, whatever. We're just going to pick this up. All right, we got the pick of the lot here. Definitely going to need some Dendro for the fight coming up. Again, Vishap is coming up next. He has that Hydro Shield, so we're really going to focus on taking it down. How do we still not have the Cryo plus Dendro? I really want to show it off. Okay, I'm just going to reroll again and then pray that I somehow find it. I really shouldn't. You really shouldn't, but I just want to show it off to you guys. Okay, no, nothing there. All right. Random character again. Ooh, my Raiden. Finally got my Raiden here. I'll try not to use her just because she's very strong. Okay, we got the lineup of like the annoying characters now. Don't ever fight elite assaults. The extra point is not worth it, especially when you need stars now. And then we have the Night Soul stuff. Night Soul's not too bad if you just use your Dendro reactions. Yeah, we actually got a harder pick here because let's reroll again. F it. We got enough for one buff. Still we didn't find it. This is crazy. You know what? That happens sometimes. Sometimes you get stuck with bad fights, and then you gotta just hold it. This is probably the worst fight to fight. Do not fight this fight. Fight any of the other fights that I was fighting previously. Do not fight these guys. If you do fight these guys, yeah, using Electro is definitely the way to go. I think we'll use a Farina here, use a Dia, and then let's use some Dendro Traveler as well. So the key with these type of rooms, with Act 5 specifically, they're the type of rooms I have to call overkill rooms. What does that mean? That means the game wants you to kill more enemies than the requirement, right? So normally you had to kill 8, but now they want us to kill 14, which includes these big guys. Yeah, it's not too bad. Thankfully, I have Varasa here, who has a lot of AoE. But if you do not have AoE, you could struggle. Yeah, take the robots, maybe not the Hydro Illusions, but the robots, the little Matrix robots. Take those. Don't fight what I fought. Okay, good pick here. I think we're gonna stick to the Dendro just so I have some Dendro. Finally, after 10,000 years, I can show you guys the beauty of Cryo plus Dendro, but not yet. We'd still need the level 2 version, and they're not giving it to me. They're just not giving it to me. Okay, that's fine. Maybe we pick up a... No, we have enough Dendro, I think, to fight this guy, so I think we'll just keep our points. Alright, let us fight the Vishap second boss here. Okay, Vishap, the key here is you want Dendro because he will have a Hydro Shield, so we kept Nahida for just a moment such as this. And, you know, let's put in that Kirara as well. Why not, right? Let's put in that Kirara as well. I'm gonna bust out the Clarand, I think. Yeah, let's use up Clarand here. And I think let's just use up Dia. Alright, so in terms of what you're doing for this fight, honestly, until he goes into his special phase, it's pretty straightforward. It's honestly genuinely very straightforward what you're doing, just generic damage. The only thing that's gonna matter is when he puts on his shield, and his defense is actually quite on the weaker side because he has the shield form. It's coming out soon. There it is. Okay, there's the shield. Hit it with the Dendro, He also burns your energy. Hit it with the Dendro, and he is out of there. Okay. Sucks that he doesn't give your energy back. All right, blast him away. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, his defense is really low because it has that shield phase. I think even the chicken has a higher defense. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Cryo also works. Cryo's slower to break the shield, but Cryo also works if you have it. All right. Ooh, we got a Sarah. We got a Roron. I'm personally going to pick up Sarah because my Sarah buffs because that's GC6. But if I were you guys, I'd probably pick up a Roron. All right. Still, we are lacking some level 2 buffs, but let's take the Mystery Cache. Great benefits. Additional selectable event options. There we go. Ooh, many options here. Catalyze level 2, pretty good. Companion Electro is also pretty good. Let's take the level 2. Always try to get the level 2s. Okay, so here we have 2 routes again, right? We have 2 routes. Either we can go kind of the Electro route, or we can with the AoEs, or we can kind of go the Dendro route. I'm going to go the Electro route because I have more Electro characters, but if you have more Dendro characters, go the Dendro route. I mean, you can tell purple, green, right? So, just depending on what you have more. Gonna pick up one more character, I think, for myself. Rosaria might be a good pickup. Need some cryo. Oh, and here we have the finally, I can show it to you guys. So we're gonna take down this one again. If you have good stats, go down the right side maybe, but we're gonna go down the left side just to show it off to you guys. I think it's also a really cool effect. Okay, Mystery Cache is here too. Consume all my flowers, bro. I only have only 5 flowers anyway. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And a free Auroron for our troubles. Okay, Act 7. What are we picking? Ruin Guards are always a fantastic choice. Vishaps are not too bad. Be very careful of this guy. What is this guy called again? The Weasel, right? Be careful of this Weasel. You really need plunging characters like Varasa to fight this guy. If you have Varasa, you can fight him, but when the selection has Ruin Guards, just take Ruin Guards, guys. Ruin Guards are always the best thing to fight. Are Ruin Hunters? These are Ruin Hunters, right? I feel like these are Ruin Hunters. Okay, I'm so excited. I get to show you guys off the Cryo plus Dendro combination. All right, we're going to use Riley for this fight just to show it off. Some Kirara as well. And that should be good. I think we'll just use up Auroron. And then, of course, we need our Cryo, which is going to be Rosaria. Okay, this is going to be so cool. All right, so what we're going to do, right, is we got to hit them with some Dendro first. Hit them with some Cryo, and then you see there, those kind of AoE swamp areas, they're very cool. Look at them pulsing. Each of them pulse with damage, and then when we get a later upgrade, we can actually mix in Electro. Look at that. Mixed in the Electro, it actually changed the field to also be Electro, and it pulses even harder. It's a really, really cool effect. Probably one of my favorite effects in theater. Super duper cool. Really does show off these unique weirdo effects you can do in theater. Very big fan of them. I don't know if 2 is the limit. It seems like 2 is the limit. I wonder if you can make another Dendro one? There are 3 there? Honestly, there's 3, I think. Yeah, 3, 4, maybe? Yeah, I don't know if there's a limit on them. People haven't really been experimenting too much with it because it's a new effect. Honestly, the effect is so cool. Low-key, I want it in the normal game. And, like, am I crazy in saying that I want this in, like, just Genshin in general? The effect is so cool. Yeah, these AoE Electro Vines. Super, 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 super cool. Very, very highly recommend. Yeah, as soon as you can pick up the Cryo plus Dendro mix, please do pick it up because that effect is super, super cool. Okay, we got Shinkyu here. Absolutely fantastic character. I think we're going to pick up Shinkyu. Miko was also really good. So we all have level 2 versions, full level 2s. The only thing I'm going to get to level 4 is just the Dendro Cryo mix, just so you guys can see it. So I think here we just pick up a companion. Again, Matrix, we need Dendro plus Electro. So we can take that, and we also have some Electro options here. I think we'll clean up our Dendro.
Glad to be working with you.
With Kanich. And then, I could have saved some points to get that. It's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to really show that off to you guys. Because I was just like, oh, wait, I didn't show this off yet. All right. Let us eat this up for breakfast. Boom, again. And I get to show off more of that swamp move, right? Get to show it off more. So that'd be really cool. Oblivion. 1, 2, 3, hold it. 1, 2, 3, hold it. Boom, boom. Teacher's Dragon is here, so that will help the combination. And you guys, full knockdown very easily. Didn't even have to deal with the stealth mode. Very nice. Okay, Raiden's back. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Hold it. Dude, all these swamp flowers is so cool to look at. Oh my goodness. It's such a cool effect, man. It's such a cool effect. Big ups to that. Easy fight, easy life. Take it down, easy peasy. All right, got some more flowers here. Let's pick up Yansen. I think Yansen, some cool buffing. Okay, ooh, Catalyzed version 3. You gotta take it, gotta take it. Let's see if we can get Catalyzed version 4. Not quite yet. All right, Act 9 can be pretty difficult. The reason why it's difficult, there's a varying amount of fights. Do not take, do not take any fight that has an Abyss Mage. There's too many of them. They have way too many shields. It's not worth it. Maybe you have the Fulgurous Thorns. You can maybe do it, but do not recommend. Same thing with the Wolves. Do not recommend. Hydro Illusions, 50-50. Depends on what you got. They might be good. They might be bad. We're going to re-roll this. What we're looking for are these guys, the Kirigiri. Kirigiri, not too bad. There's 3 of them. There's also some big hilly trolls, like the large trolls, like I think the cryo large trolls and the stone ones. Those are really good because we only need to kill 2 of them versus some of these other fights we need to kill like 3 of the enemy. But we're just gonna take this. Ooh, we got the cryo and dendro mix, level 3. Gotta take it, gotta take it. Ooh, level 4, I want to take it so bad. We don't have enough points. Really gonna hope we can get that in the final fight. All right, let's fight the Kirigiri here. All right, Act 9 fight. Again, we gotta remember who we're fighting next, right? The boss is coming up. The secret source is coming up here. And so we want to make sure we save our cryo characters. So I'm gonna save Rosaria. I'm gonna save Risley. And yeah, I think we'll use up my Raiden for this fight. Get a little bit of Sarah going on here. Save our cryo. Maybe some Shinkyu. Shinkyu's pretty good. And some Yansen. Why not, right? Yeah, because I don't have any dendro. I have way too much electro. I have way too much electro. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Let's do it. There we go. All right, done and done. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Final fight is coming up here. Oh, Shunling's here. That's cute. Shunling's really good for damage. If you can pick her up for the chicken, that'd probably be the best. I'm not gonna take her because I do think she'll ruin the cryo reaction. So I think we'll pick up Miko instead. All right, level 4. I really want to see if we can get the level 4 version of the Cryodendro. It doesn't seem like the game is going to give it to us. We have one opportunity here. We can take the Catalyst instead. Teaming, AoE. This is one's higher damage, so we'll take this one. Ooh, perfect. Cryodendro reaction. Let's go. Fulgurous Thorns, Electro Res decrease, or Fulgurous Thorns damage increase. We're going to take the damage increase because you're not using a Electro DPS at this moment. But if you're using Electro DPS for this fight, definitely take the one that gives you more damage. All right. Final fight. Final fight. This one is probably a fight people are struggling with. All right. The final fight here. We're going to be taking double Cryo, Dendro, and Electro. Okay. This is the combination I recommend for you guys too. We need a lot of cryo here. This guy can be a trouble. Because of this attack that he does, where he has a bar under his health and he's spamming these kind of like hydro lasers at you. Those hydro lasers do good damage, and it also gives him a lot of defense. We want to be doing a lot of cryo damage. That's what the Fulgurous Thorns, guys. The Fulgurous Thorns are so important because if you can get the cryo versions of the Thorns going on, that means that you're also stopping him too if you can't get the double cryo going on here. So look at these Thorns. These Thorns are doing so much. It is so important that you pick up the Thorns. And here's a little tip too. I'm gonna pause this right now. We're actually doing very good. I'm gonna hit the reset just to show you guys something. We were easily gonna win that fight, right? Here's a kind of interesting little like tip / strategy if you're really struggling against this guy. We're gonna check out these buffs here. The Cryodendro. If you want to keep Cryodendro level 1, it can be a very interesting strategy. The reason for that is you still get the Frost Twinned Thorn, right? The Frost Thorn is still be on the ground at level 1. And level 2, theoretically, right? Theoretically could mess it up because the Frost Thorn will turn into the Fulgurous Thorn, which is the Electro version, right? But we need more AoE Cryo. So maybe it could be a strategy to stay at Cryodendro level 1 if you're really struggling with your Cryo application against this boss. Just a tiny little tip. I do recommend taking either of the routes though, because you'll just get so much more damage, either with the Fulgurous Thorn damage increase, or you're getting the bonus from the Magnetizing Thorn, because it has so much damage boost. Remember, it was like 45, and then you get to level 4, it'd be 22, like 60% damage increase. So highly recommend taking either of the paths, but it could be a slightly, tiny little like tip or a quick strategy. All right, let's beat this guy up. Enough talking. Let's clean this up. We're getting 10 stars here. Guys. Hope that this video has been helpful, by the way. We're easily going to take this guy out. If you guys need any more tips, please do ask in the comments of just like, oh, Meteor Falcon, I have this lineup. Like, what do I do? What buffs do I take? Any other questions or quandaries or anything you found that was like helpful to help you throughout this run, or maybe anything that I missed. Maybe I missed some tips and you guys found some tips and strategies that can really help you in theater. Please post it in the comments below. And of course, most importantly, I do stream on twitch.tv/Meteor Falcon every single day, and I'm doing theater carries. If you guys need theater carries, you want me to do this for you, help you out with it, please come on down twitch.tv/Meteor Falcon. Full clear, done and dusted. Done and done and done and dusted in a reasonable amount. We could have got one less star, but no, this was a full clear for you guys. A full fold out clear. Gotta utilize these buffs, especially Cryo. Dendro is so powerful. If honestly, another quick tip, if you want to keep resetting to get that Cryo Dendro immediately at the start, I would recommend that. It would help you a lot. It is such a powerful combination. That is it for me. Imaginarium Theater version 5.7 of June. The first one that needs the elixirs. Again, let me show you guys the actual rewards here so you know I'm not lying about the elixir. So if you go back here to the theater and then you check the rewards, we got the elixir right here. Theater is so important right now. Do not focus on Abyss. Do not focus on min-maxing your characters. Build a variety of characters. Stamina, so good too, right? All these things are great. Why are you focused on Abyss where all you're getting is like what, 100 primo, if that, right? Versus when you can get an elixir for focusing on theater. Elixir is so powerful. Please do theater. Please focus on building your characters horizontally so everybody can get built a little bit versus heavy min-maxing. And yeah, hopefully the tips were helpful. Hopefully you guys get the assistance that you need. If you need any more help, please do tell me in the comments below. Show up at the stream, twitch.tv/Meteor Falcon, while helping people clear theater every single day. I'll see you guys later. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and peace out.